My name is Amarachi Okafor, Orie. Here I am in Red Door Art Gallery, and this is my exhibition marking my 20th year in practice. Wow. So this is a retrospective show, which means it's showing like samples of my works, like my trajectory from 2002 until date. It's showing works that I made at the beginning of my career when I just finished my bachelor's degree in university until ones I just made finished like 2 months ago. For example, this one here, Bright Room, Motivate and Spread a Passion. You will see the different materials that I have used. For me, materiality is quite important. I enjoy my found objects, things that I pick up. Some of them are items from things that I have used, maybe my handbag, maybe ropes that are around my old padlock. Like this very piece, Bright Room Motivate, has a key, a little key hanging there. So I find them funny, you know. So, and then I also use them, not just that they are funny in being funny, but those objects remind me of something. So it's like immortalizing them in the pieces. So they actually mean something to me because they remind me of the time when I use them. A lot of the works are not here, but you can still find the bags going on, like plastic bags in How to Frame and Place 6 Women at Once. There's also plastic bag in She Laughs at the Future. Those are paintings. Well, they look like paintings, but they are paintings because they have color. Sometimes my work even defies definition by me, myself. So I know it's possible for people to struggle to say, is this or that, and not really be able to understand it. But altogether, I have 42 works here, mostly paintings, which also shows me that I mostly do paintings. So a few years ago, I started making my own paper, handmade paper for my work. I mean, I loved to draw on paper, but I couldn't quite find paper that I'm interested in that appealed to me at the shops. And luckily, you know how serendipity is, I came across an opportunity to be able to witness how paper is made. And then, so I'm able to cook and mix fiber and produce my own paper. It's a lot like cooking party rice. So a number of them, of the works now that you see, find the paper in them. Like this one too, of the Bright Room series, Bright Room Illuminates, that the first one, Bright Room Illuminates. You still can find the handmade paper, and you also find the cigarette filter, the paper that I also started using. I mean, this material started calling me in 2001, I would say, when I was in university, third year university. And I've gone back and forth, like I left it, I queried, oh, this is smelly, this is rubbish, why would I use this? But then I was drawn by the color. But beyond the color, over the years, so many things about it have appealed to me. Even the meaning, all the connotations that it has, have appealed to me. So after resisting, I ended up accepting it, and I've brought it very close to me to use. And I've made this sculpture, actually the two sculptures in the exhibition are made out of cigarette filters, processed in different ways. This one was before I started washing them, bleaching them out to reduce the dirt. Of course, they've got to have a lot of things on them. With Bright Room that I'm looking at, Bright Room 3, many textures on the work, the ones I have made with color and the ones that are actually, that have been naturally delivered by the material itself. When I'm using thread, when I'm using odds and ends, they all have something to say. Also, the handmade paper, I find them quite enjoyable to work with. And so going through with the other plastic bags was here. Now I'm looking at how to frame and please 6 women at once. I've also used handmade paper here. And over there is how to be poor in the head. Actually, that work came when I had to give a spoken word in an event. So that spoken word was the theme or the topic I gave it, how to be poor in the head. I was saying that Nigerians, that our problem is not that we're poor in the pockets, we are poor in the head. Which means like we are not being innovative, or we're ignoring the things that we know to do. You know, we're just ignoring outright. So, and when some of the things I said there, that one has some text. The poem that the spoken word that I delivered, I tried to bring it into the book because I didn't want it to just be ephemeral and pass away. So I tried to, you know, make it into an artwork to hold it in that piece. So if one reads the work, they can know what I'm talking about. But I was saying that, especially that when many Nigerians are poor, and some of us, quote unquote, are rich, quote unquote, if you are rich near somebody who is poor, you are also poor, because that poor person is your brother, and your brother is going to be showing how poor you are. In my place, I am Igbo in Nigeria. It is said that I'm trying to translate now, it is the brother of a mad person that scratches their eye in shame. The mad person doesn't care. So it's the brothers that say, oh, so if you think you are wealthy and you're flying, you know, above everything, you know, you don't use the bad roads, you don't use all the problems that we have on the lower ground. You try to scale above it. You are still poor, because at the end of the day, you still come and meet us, and we actually would show whoever comes to Nigeria that this is how we are. So that's what I was kind of saying, that was that all of us, how we are at the need level is how everything is. We can't pretend about it. But then in that work, there's the handmade paper, there is acrylic which I use, there is the cigarette filter, and then the stitches, embroidery that I do. I do a lot of embroidery, so I make many marks and lines with the sewing machine, so you can see threads going on and everything. There's quite a lot that you need to see. So I've also used leather also. So many.